welcome to another episode of Fort Riley, the podcast. I'm Colleen McGee from the U.S. Army Garrison Fort Riley Public Affairs Office. Today, we have some chilling facts to impart. Seriously, severe cold weather is headed our way. The Fort Riley region will experience temperatures below freezing for the next 2 weeks. A few of those days are forecast to have lows that are 20 degrees or more below freezing. These extreme cold temperatures are definitely not pleasant for many of us. When the temps are that far below freezing and you tack on the wind chill factor, those temperatures can drop even further. In fact, it can go from unpleasant to dangerous with a little bit of wind. A few of the days in our upcoming forecast will also bring more snow to the area. However, there are ways to prevent the cold from wreaking havoc on your pipes and on your personal safety. If you are a resident of on-post housing, Corvius will provide snow melt. Simply go to your community center and request some. If you live off-post, make sure to pick some up and pre-treat your walkways, then treat again once the weather sets in. Ensure that you get enough to retreat as needed when things thaw and then refreeze. Remember, the snow may not be the most dangerous aspect of severe weather. If you must go outside, dress in layers and complete your tasks at an easy pace to avoid sweating. Sweat freezes. Also, limit your time outdoors and plan some warm-up breaks. To protect your home, it might be wise to allow faucets to drip slowly. Open your under-sink cabinets to allow some heat to keep those pipes warm. Ensure the pipe pass-throughs in floors and exterior walls are insulated against drafts, and remove hoses from outside faucets. If possible, protect exterior faucets with covers. If you are leaving your home for the long holiday, leave the heat on. I know we all want to save money, but leaving the heat set between 60 and 65 degrees will save you the heartache and the financial burden of fixing burst pipes later. For those of you who live on post, you may reach out to your Corvius neighborhood center and have your home listed on Home Watch while you were away, and they will check and make sure there's been no burst pipes during the cold season. As always, plan and build up your emergency kit before the coldest weather gets here. Here to tell us about winter weather preparedness and some valuable resources is our own Fort Riley Emergency Manager.
Chris Hollenbeck, Fort Riley's Emergency Management Coordinator.
Now, Chris, we've got a lot of really cold temperatures forecast for at least the next couple of weeks. Talk to us about being prepared to endure those safely and comfortably.
Well, as we go into these next couple of weeks and considering what's predicted for the low temperatures that we're going to be seeing, some of the specific considerations you might want to look at is, first of all, is dealing with the possibility of power outages. You know, as the temperatures get lower, some of our facilities aren't as new as the other ones, so we do have to consider that. Also, look at your kit. What do you have in your kit, your emergency kit, but also how long will your kit last you? You know, we always talk about the 72-hour, 3-day period, but there might be that possibility you might want to prepare for longer. Also consider being informed of as we update our notifications, as the National Weather Service updates the weather conditions, as the local medias do. Just think of those ways where you can be informed of how the weather is going to change, what the current conditions are, and then that way you can prepare for any of those specific things.
What's a great place to go to get started checking your emergency kit against a checklist?
The first stop I would send everybody to would be to the Ready Army homepage, which is on the Fort Riley page. There we have multiple ways to get information, whether it be the Ready Army fact sheets, whether it be a power outage fact sheet, whether it be emergency kit fact sheet. We also do post additional information on there regarding how to keep your pets warm and take care of those in this type of weather, and just many multiple things on that page. But the Ready Army homepage, I just think that everybody needs to be aware that this is looks like the next couple of weeks will be unusual cold weather, whether it be just temperature-wise or the wind chill, and just prepare accordingly for that.
Remember to listen to your local weather and news outlets. Watch the Fort Riley Facebook page and the official website for up-to-date weather and weather impacts. And if you are a Corvius resident who has an emergency during this extreme cold weather, remember that you can call in emergency work orders by calling 1-844-533-0456. Do your best to stay warm, folks, and thank you for listening to another episode of Fort Riley, the podcast.